You're in your first couple days on the job, sir. You're hit with this complaint, and it says that the President of the United States pressured a foreign leader to help him investigate a political opponent, and that political opponent's son, in fact. That president asked the foreign leader to work with a private citizen, Mr. Giuliani, and the Attorney General of the United States, Bill Barr, on that scheme. The president at that time, not in dispute, was withholding $391 million of assistance, holding that over that Ukrainian president's head. That Ukrainian president raises in the conversation how U.S. military assistance, javelins, defensive weapons. He's got Russian troops in his country. The wolf is at the door. The president asks for a favor, complains about Ukrainian reciprocity. Not getting enough from you, that's what reciprocity is, right? We got to get something from you if we're giving something to you. He names the political opponents by name, the Bidens. Ukrainian president says he'll do it, that he'll do the investigation. That's what you're hit with. And you're looking at that complaint that in the second paragraph alleges serious wrongdoing by the President of the United States. And the first thing you do is go to the president's men at the White House and women and say, should I give it to Congress? And in the second paragraph of that complaint, sir, it also suggests the Attorney General could be involved. And the second thing you do is go to the Attorney General's people at the Justice Department and ask them if you should give it to Congress. Sir, I have no question about your character. I've read your bio. I have some questions about your decision and the judgment in those decisions. See any conflicts here?
Congressman Maloney, I have a lot of leadership experience. I do. And as you said, it came to me very early on in this. The fact that I am the acting DNI and I was still using Garmin to get to work, that this came to my attention involving the President of the United States and the important matter of this. In the past, as I said before, I have always worked with legal counsel. Because of the magnitude and the importance of this decision, I just, sir, as a naval officer for years, I just thought it would be prudent.
I understand.
Now, I also want to say, sir, if I may, my life would have been a heck of a lot simpler without becoming the most famous man in the United States.
Don't doubt that at all, sir. My question, sir, is when you were considering prudence, did you think it was prudent to give a veto power over whether the Congress saw this serious allegation of wrongdoing to the two people implicated by it? Is that prudent?
I have to work with the situation as it is, Congressman Maloney. Only the White House can determine or waive executive privilege. There is no one else to go to. And as far as a second opinion, my only avenue of that was to go to the Department of Justice Office of Legal Counsel.
And you understand, sir, that if unchallenged by your own Inspector General, your decision, that prudence, would have prevented these serious allegations from ever reaching the Congress. Quick question. In response to Mr. Himes, I think you left the door open that you spoke to the President of the United States about this whistleblower complaint. Sir, did you speak personally to the President of the United States at any time about this complaint?
Congressman, once again, I am the President's intelligence officer. I speak to the President. I cannot say one
Mr.
word.
Director, I know you speak to the President a lot. It's a simple question, sir. Did you speak to him about this whistleblower complaint? Yes or no?
Congressman Maloney, my conversation with the President of the United States is privileged.
So you're not denying that you spoke to the President? I'm not asking for the content, sir. I don't want the content. Did you or did you not speak to the President about this whistleblower complaint?
I speak to the President about a lot of things, and anything that I say to the President of the United States in any forum is privileged.
Not asking for the content. Are you denying that you spoke to the President?
I am just telling you once again, I speak to the President, and anything I say to the President is confidential.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, you got me. That's the way it is.
I understand. Thank you.
And Director, you understand, we're not asking you about your conversations with the President, about national security, about foreign policy, about the National Counterterrorism Center. We just want to know, did you discuss this subject with the President? You can imagine what a profound conflict of interest that would be. Did you discuss this subject, this whistleblower complaint, with the president. You can say, I did not discuss it with him, if that's the answer. That doesn't betray any privilege. And you can say, I did discuss it with him, but I'm not going to get into the content of those conversations. That question you can answer.
Chairman Schiff, once again, my conversation, no matter what the subject is with the President of the United States, is privileged conversation between the Director of National Intelligence and the President.
Ms. Demings.